Practice community.
Perfect. Okay. So let's come into our cross-legged seated shape. And lengthen up through the spine. Let your head balance on both shoulders. Roll the palms to be face up. Take deep breaths in and out. As you breathe in and out, let the air fill your lungs, fill your heart. And let's just take 5 deep and filling breaths. This is a real test of my mindfulness practice because out of the corner of my eye, there's like sparks flying with these 2 electricians. Let's set an intention for what we want to receive from this practice. It is Valentine's Day, and we've all made the choice to be here. And I think that's huge because that's really showing up for yourself and your own well-being. So just thank yourself for that. And maybe your practice today is about cultivating a sense of self-love. Now let's take our right palm. We're going to place the index finger and middle finger on the third eye. Plug through the right nostril and inhale through the left. Plug through the left nostril, exhale right. Inhale right. Plug through the right nostril, exhale left. Inhale left. Plug through the left nostril, exhale right. Let's do a few more rounds like this. Maybe taking one more round. And then just release your right palm. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. Let's start with creating space through the neck. So we're going to drop our right earlobe down towards our right shoulder and maybe take the right palm on the side of the skull and stretch through the side of the neck. So this whole circumstance of this thing with mold in my house. It's so interesting because you can take these things as like really highly stressful, like not having a place to live, not knowing what you're going to do with your stuff. This is something that would previously really stress me out. But I feel right now I just have this level of trust that the right opportunity will present itself. And I'm actually kind of excited for the month ahead. Oh, the light's on. Great. So I think where I'm going to end up over the next month is going to be just a really different living environment than I'm used to. Probably end up in some kind of like co-living or retreat style living situation, which will be really fun and an opportunity for me to meet other people and connect and just have something different. Let's take a few more breaths. And then lift the head all the way up. And then let's go the opposite way. So just drop your left earlobe down towards your left shoulder and the palm on the side of the skull. Oh, the power's off again. Take a couple more breaths. And then lift the head all the way back up through center. Just let it balance on both shoulders. Take a neutral. And then just leave your left knee curled in. And we're going to extend our right leg long in front of us and lift both arms up. Good. And then just start to hinge your body forward. And we'll be here for a few moments. And if it feels a little bit uncomfortable seated like this, you could always prop your bottom up underneath a cushion or a block. Stay where we are for about 10 more breaths. Then just come all the way up. And we're going to switch the opposite way. So you can have your left leg long and your right foot to the inside of your left thigh. And then just lift both arms up, lengthen, and then come all the way forward. And again, just let gravity pull you deeper into the shape. Let's stay here for about 10 more breaths. And then come all the way up. So walk your hands all the way back up. And then just bring both soles of feet into close. We're going to keep with our forward folding theme. So you can have your knees bent, the soles of feet together, just lengthen up through the spine and start to walk the arms all the way forward. Now let's stay here for about 5 more breaths. And then gently roll all the way back up to seated. Nice. So we've done a lot of forward folding. So we're going to do a tiny bit of back bending now just to counter that. So if you have a block or a cushion or anything, I have a cushion right here. And I'm just going to place my cushion down and then just like lay my heart over it. I know I'm in kind of a weird setup and angle today. And then you can choose to do what you want with your legs. You could bring the knees together. You could lengthen the legs long. Place the hands on the belly. Stay here for 10 more breaths. And then if you're on this cushion, just gently come all the way up off of it and let's slide it to the side and just lower the body all the way back down. Open your arms into cactus and you're going to draw your knees up and then drop them over to the right and gaze over the left shoulder, coming into a supported twist. So there's this Elizabeth Gilbert quote. She goes to visit the Augusteum in Rome. And I think that's a place where that was built for Octavian Augustus to host his remains. And then the whole city of Rome was destroyed. And Elizabeth Gilbert writes about how the whole city was destroyed and then forced to and found a way to build itself back up again. And she writes about how she realized maybe her life hadn't been so chaotic. It's just the world that is. And the real trap is getting attached to any of it. Ruin is a gift. Ruin is the road to transformation. Stay there for maybe about 10 more breaths. And open your right arm. Let's take the knees all the way up through center and then drop them the other way. So drop them over to the left. Gaze over the right shoulder. After your next breath in and breath out, just open the left arm, draw the knees up, take the knees into the chest, give your body a nice little hug. And then just slowly stretch out one leg and then the next, finding your final resting pose. Let your whole body be heavy, your back body be rooted and supported. Your breath come flowing in and energize you, replenish you. I want to share with you that full quote from Elizabeth Gilbert. She says, "A friend took me to the most amazing place the other day. It's called the Augusteum. Octavian Augustus built it to house his remains. When the barbarians came, they trashed it along with everything else. The great Augustus, Rome's first true great emperor. How could he have imagined that Rome, the whole world as far as he was concerned, would be in ruins? It's one of the quietest, loneliest places in Rome. The city has grown up around it over the centuries. And it feels like a precious wound, a heartbreak you won't let go of because it hurts too good. We all want things to stay the same. Settle for living in misery because we're afraid of change. We're afraid of things crumbling to ruins. And then I looked around at this place, the chaos it has endured, the way it has been adapted, burned, pillaged, and found a way to build itself back up again. And I was reassured maybe my life hasn't been so chaotic. It's just the world that is. And the real trap is getting attached to any of it. Ruin is a gift. Ruin is the road to transformation. When you're ready, just wiggle through your fingers, wiggle through your toes. Create a nice big expansion all the way through the body. You can take your knees into your chest, give your body a nice little hug. And then slowly just make your way up and over to a seated shape with the palms at the heart center. And just notice how you're feeling now compared to at the start of the practice. I feel a real sense of coming home and groundedness. That's the really beautiful thing about this community, is that it's with me wherever I go. So even when I'm uprooted from my home, I still feel rooted in the place where I am. Let's close our practice together with an intention. It is an ancient but original intention. It's been passed from heart to heart, year after year. And it's that our practice remain steady and our efforts remain continuous, and that our yoga helps and heals, and it serves and it benefits all beings everywhere. May all beings be safe. May they be happy. May they be healthy. May they be free. May the thoughts and the actions of each of our lives contribute towards this. And let's just finish with an Om sound. And we're going to breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in to make the Om. So take a big breath in. Big breath out. Big breath in. you so much, everyone, for being here, for sharing the space and the practice. I'm really, really grateful for each one of you. The light in me, it sees and it honors the light in you. Thank you. Thank you.